What's up, YouTube? Got another video for you today. This is a really special video for me. This is a project that I've started on, had to hold off and wait for some materials to come in, and finally they came in, and then I was able to complete it and finish it. And what you have in front of you is a cold steel Spartan. Let's start off. First, you're rocking the green and black G10. We went ahead and acid washed the blade. We got kind of like this peak pattern that goes around the swedges or choil areas there, also across the lock back. That pattern does continue on to the pocket clip, G10 pocket clip, of course. I love doing those there, and made this so it kind of sinks back and just becomes one with the knife, where you don't even notice that there's a pocket clip there when you're looking at it head on. Pivot has a black G10 trim piece there. We go to the other side, same trim piece around the actual pivot on this side. And as you can see, if you're familiar with the cold steel, this thing has been modified quite a bit. The handles, and now you'll see the blade. It's actually a Tanto conversion, as you can see there. The spear point, it was a drop point that was taken away. Added additional swedge in there, mainly for aesthetics. There's no way you could really kind of utilize this for any kind of, actually you can a little bit there for processing stuff. You can do that, but mainly it was for aesthetics and to kind of even out the blade with the handle. As you can see here, the handle has been changed quite a bit, and usually a lot of people that do modifications or they do the pimp jobs on the Spartan, they go ahead and modify the handle by trimming this little piece off that just has a tendency of locking your hand to one position where you don't really gives you room to move. And basically with the cold steel, they did a really good job, because the ergos really aren't that bad on it. It's just really designed for someone with a smaller hand or a large hand, one of the two. If you have a mid-sized hand, then it could be a little uncomfortable for you. So that was modified there. This back area was widened quite a bit to accommodate 3 fingers, or so you can slide back on your purchase, whatever cutting task you may be doing there. The front choil was also widened. This was softened up a little bit to ease the transition between your finger placement throughout here. On the very top here, we went ahead and you have a gear pattern. Not really. It's like a softened gear pattern on the back spacer there. It's also raised and continues on across the back. No more lanyard hole. I thought it was kind of dumb and silly to have a lanyard hole on a knife so big. As you can see here, we have more of that relaxed jimping coming up off the top there. And actually this area right here was also trimmed down or relaxed quite a bit to accommodate your thumb. I mean, this thing fits absolutely perfect in the hand. Another thing also, this on the original cold steel, the handle up here in the front, right below the pivot, used to have this pretty large chunk of material that hung out the bottom, and I got rid of that to kind of smooth the contour in the blade and kind of let it flow into the handle, and also it now allows you to kind of choke up on it quite a bit more, where you choke up here, your thumb sits right on top of the deployment disc or the little wave function disc there, and you're golden. Actually now these 2 fingers saddle up in there, this finger goes right there. So with all these little trimming here and doing all this other stuff, really just completely makes a decent ergonomic on a knife already just so much better. I mean, cold steel did a really good job on the ergos and the handles on this knife. I just kind of softened some edges out and made it so anybody can pick it up and just be like, wow, this feels really comfy, and it does. You see a closer look at the pocket clip detail. See how the pattern goes up in there, but now we got the pocket clip continues the pattern through there. This little trim piece, take a good look at that. All came out really nice, very smooth. Acid wash on the blade, like I said, pretty nice. So there it is. Cold steel Spartan Tanto mod. And you know, when I was approached to do this, I kind of wanted to make this different than everything else out there. A lot of people have done pimp jobs or whatever to the Spartan, and it's kind of limited to what you can do, except you can go crazy with the scales or whatever. But I really wanted to make this something that stood apart from everybody else's stuff. Not saying that there's the other stuff that's out there isn't cool, because it all was cool. You know, I've seen a lot of videos that I was like, that's a damn cool freaking the handle mod and everything like that. But I just wanted to kind of set this one apart from everybody else's, and also give the customer, the person, the friend that I'm sending this to, a really personalized and individual knife that's not like anything else out there. Not like anything else out there. And that's really what I strive to do when I go ahead and tackle these projects, is to make them just their own knife. Just there's no way that anyone could possibly confuse it with anybody else's work or anything else, and just keep people's heads scratching. Just, you know, they can notice that there's something different, but they can't figure out what, you know, and that's kind of what I strive for when I do these things. So just to give you an idea, as usual, my blueprint, I always have a blueprint, original drawing, mock-up or whatever of that. Always need a blueprint, keep on track, and if you make any changes or whatever, you can do so and kind of, you know, move around there, and helps you keep your eye on the prize there. And this right here is what it originally looked like, so you can see in comparison. See if I can do that, if they'll both fit on the screen there. Kind of hard to do. Here, let's back this up. There you go. So you can see pretty damn big difference in the whole knife whatsoever. So anyway, guys, I figured I'd show it to you. Really cool project. I went ahead and got started on, finished up last night, stood up all night to do it, but it was well worth it. Very happy with the final results on it, and just really helped me out. Kind of it was cool to do it because it kind of got me learned on a couple new little tricks that I'm going to apply to other projects I got in the future, because of little circumstances I've had to deal with this knife. So every knife seems to be a learning experience, and I'm just hoping that the next one's always just a little bit better. I like them all, and they're all really cool, but I always just want to improve, just like anybody else. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think, please, or any recommendations or anything else. And what, you know who you are, who's getting this. You're going to be really stoked, because this is one of those ones man, I almost feel like keeping it. So anyway, congratulations. This is how it turned out. I know you're going to be super stoked on it. And all you other guys tuning in, just let me know what you think about it. Post your comments below, any questions or whatever. New subscribers, thank you so much. Thanks for liking the videos and keeping this thing going. Peace.